Good afternoon, it's Kristen Hancock, the Simcoe County Stamper, and I am here to share a card that I made for my winter stamp camp using the beautiful butterflies bundle. So let me just show you the bundle. It's this stamp set here, and it comes with all these coordinating dies. So some of them, like the large butterfly, these two butterflies here, will outline the stamped images, and then some, like these detailed ones, are standalone, which is really nice. And then there's the butterfly bodies, and you've got this fun die, which we're gonna use. And for your sentiments, you've got two little labels there. It's a really great set. So I used this die here and the detailed one for this card. So let me show you the card. So this is the card, and it's got a fun little flap there. So it's kind of like a postcard. It's all one piece here. And it was created that way with this die here. So let me show you. This is just a regular card base. So it is a 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. The die, when you see it up close, it has these little notches. See these little lines? It is on both sides. And when you're going to cut, you're going to line that line up to your score line. So that means the tip of the die will be just a little bit above the score line. So you're going to center it from left to right, like that, and line the line on the die to the score line, and then run it through. And that's how you get that fun flap. Okay? So when I created this, I left my cardstock like this. I did not fold it, and I die cut that so that I would have this flap. I cut a second piece with white, and then you'll notice when I create the card, I'm probably gonna have to trim a little bit down just so that it'll fit in there. But let me go ahead and get my pieces. So I'm using a piece of the designer series paper. I always forget the names. So it is the Sale-A-Bration one. Let me just find the name for you. So it is the Bloom Impressions, and it's 5 1/4 by 4 is the piece that I've used in here. This is that beautiful paper, which you can get free during Sale-A-Bration when you place a $75 order. And who doesn't love free stuff? So it's really pretty. And I'll show you another card at the end that I created using this one. Okay, so that's a look at the Bloom Impressions paper. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side. I just had that out so I could show you how it was done. And I've got all my card pieces. This is such a fun card and such an easy card. So once you've cut out your card base, you're just gonna put your designer series paper in. And again, that was 5 1/4 by 4, which is just a regular card mat that you would use. All right, so there's that second piece, and you can see it's flat at the top because is meant to be a flap, but we're going to use it for our inserts. So I want to make sure that I'm lining it up and that when I fold it down, it doesn't stick out. If it does stick out and you can see this white, then just go ahead and trim a little tiny bit off the tops, and then it will slide in a little bit better. So I'm just gonna take off the smallest little sliver. Okay. Now to get it to line up perfectly with this butterfly, I'm going to lay it on that butterfly. Okay, and I'm going to add my adhesive. So I'm just using the Tombow glue. Try to spread it out a little. Oh, I stuck my finger right in it, of course I did. So you can either flip your butterfly that way, or you can flip your card base. Doesn't matter which way. Okay. There we go. And if a little hint of the white shows like a shadow, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. This gives you a clear spot to write your greeting to whoever the card is going to be for. I used the For You from the set, and I am going to stamp that on the little label. And again, that was one of the dies in the bundle. The camera above me. So on the detailed butterfly, I am just going to put some liquid glue on some of those thicker areas. And then I'm just going to line up the butterfly with the card base. So I'm looking at that little indent on both and trying to keep that lined up. This paper makes me long for spring. I don't know if you're getting hammered with snow in your area, but it has been nonstop in my area. So flowers and butterflies, I'm eagerly awaiting spring. So you'll notice, I don't know if you can even see my dots. They're pretty small. I don't like to use a lot of adhesive because I don't want it to squish out and leave like that sticky, shiny glue. There we go. So you're going to want some dimensionals for your little label. And I stamped mine a little bit wonky. I always do when I'm on camera, because the camera is above my head, and so I can't I like to stamp over my project, but I can't when the camera's there. So you can go ahead and put, or I went ahead and put my embellishments. You can embellish it with whatever you like. I'm just using the rhinestone basics, and I'm using a little piece of retired ribbon for this card because I like how it pulled in the green. And that's it. Isn't it a super cute card, but so easy to make? Sometimes when we see cards, we assume that they're a lot trickier than they were to make, and I love when I learn how easy it actually is. Because I think crafting should be fun and not stressful. So there we go. So I hope you like that card. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what you think of the card, the bundle, the paper. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of it. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and put them in the comments. And if you are interested in any of the products and you live in Canada, please reach out. I'd be happy to help you. All right, take care. Thanks for watching.